Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It's great to see you all. In this opportunity, I would like to present the utilization of oil palm anti-fruit bunch as sustainable biogas power plant for Indonesia energy security. Let me introduce myself and my team. We are from Demi Progress Trisakti, which consists of me. My name is Nabilla Justicia di Dharma, and our team Ananda Kejora, Raditya, Alif Ayuba, Michael Arthur, and our supervisor, Mrs. Indah Permatasari. First, I will explain to you about the background. We know that more than 7 months have passed since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. Hundreds of million people have lived through the lockdown. Many have made the abrupt shift to working from home. Millions have lost jobs. The future looks uncertain. Today, we're starting by looking at the issue of the work, how the pandemic has normalized remote work, what impact energy and this industry have on how we create. It's hard to believe that nearly 40% country electricity still come from coal, a dirty outdated energy source. Coal not only cause health problems, but they also main contributor to climate disruption. Just how bad is coal? This process dumps millions of tons of waste into our stream and poisons our drinking water. But mining coal is only the beginning. So, there are several reasons why we choose biogas energy and how we limitation it. First, there are three important things: the environment, technology, and economy. For the environment, we will discuss about waste utilization, especially pulp and fruit bunch and its advantage on environment. Second, the technology. Only palm and fruit bunch used to generate biogas for electricity production. We will not discuss about the other palm fruit product and bioproduct. Last but not least, the economic. Financial analysis are made based on assumption and simulation with collect data from various primary and secondary sources. The business model that we use in model is BOT, build, operate, and transfer. We know that living in near toxic speed can be worse for kids and health than a smoking pack cigarettes a day. So we are make sure to have another solution, and there are several solutions that will be explained by my partner.
Why do we choose oil palm empty fruit bunch? First, abundant resource of raw materials. Indonesia can produce up to 7.2 million tons of PFP per year. Indonesia was by far the world's leading producer and exporter of palm oil in 2018. Thus, utilizing every aspect of it would benefit in many sectors. 2. Not an intermittent energy source. Solar power is not available during the night times and cloudy days. Wind power will not work outside of windy days, and Indonesia has slow wind speed. OPFB consistently produce energy at all times. 3. Sustainable manufacturing. Utilization of waste from oil production can support sustainable manufacture and reducing industrial waste and pollution. The process is designed according to safety standards. 4. Sustainable resource. We don't use food as energy like sorghum, corn, cassava, or rice. The use of food crops as source of fuel can cause controversy because the world's population is still at risk of starvation. Sorghum has the potential to be better used as a food ingredient. 5. High cellulose content. High composition of cellulose, hemicellulose compared to different type of biomass. 6. Affordable investment. Cheap raw material doesn't require very advanced technology. Cultivation of organism is not required. Lower investment cost compared to solar, wind, and geothermal energy. 7. In line with the Laros project. Our solution is in line with the Laros Pertamina project, which is biodiesel B30 and B40 development in collaboration with palm oil industry. So, where we implement? We choose Central Kalimantan province for project implementation due to several considerations. First, abundant production of palm oil. Second, electrification ratio in this province about 74%. 3. Wide area doesn't require land acquisition, production, storage, and transport facility. 4. Higher electricity buying rate from PLN compared to Java, Bali, and Sumatra Island, making this project more profitable. And the last, main hub to Indonesia new capital city.
OPFB composition. OPFB contain high cellulose and lignocellulose that can be processed into biogas. Biogas cellulose content slightly higher than OPFB, but according data from Ministry of Agriculture, sugarcane production numbers smaller comparing to palm oil production. This means that palm empty bunch have better advantage compared to the biogas. So how to produce it? The process of making OPFB into biogas to produce electricity is carried out by 4 main steps in pyrolysis, namely pretreatment, pyrolysis, methanation, and scrubbing or purification, and continue with electricity generation. In pretreatment, around 13,000 OPFB was reduced to 5 mm by crusher. To eliminate inorganic material in OPFB, nitric acid was used as diluted acid solution. Biomass or acid solution ratio was 1/10. Pyrolysis, OPFB was mixed and soaked in acid solution for 2 hours. After removal of lignin, the mixture neutralized using the ionized water. From pretreatment process, treated OPFB obtained. Treated OPFB passed through a dryer to reduce water content of the oil mixture produced after pyrolysis. The dryer and pretreatment are not designed completely dry biomass to avoid ignition. It grown to 1 mm to be fed into the fluid bed fast pyrolysis reactor. After that, the bio-oil production from biomass via fast pyrolysis uses its own pyrolysis gas mixture as freezing gas. Therefore, the freezing gas fully recycled at steady state. Biochar separated from the condensable vapor and non-condensable gas released from pyrolysis process using a cyclone, and the solid was combusted in the furnace alongside the non-condensable pyrolytic gas to provide heat for pyrolyzer. The hot vapor after char separation were cooled down to 35 degrees Celsius, which condensed the bio-oil into liquid fit for the metanator unit. The non-condensable gas being burned, the best change of bio-oil from vapor to the liquid. In methanation, we propose novel solution to produce biogas through the direct methanation of PFB. The derived bio-oil is mainly exothermic. Both adiabatic and isothermal metanator could be implemented. It has faster duration compared to conventional method. The bio-oil from pyrolysis process vaporized using a gas recuperator before entering the metanator. Acetic acid used as direct methanation to convert bio-oil into methane using a catalyst. The mixture is then reacted with the acetic acid and catalyst in metanator to form the methane gas. In purification, the biogas continuously float into gas cleaning section consisting high pressure water scrubbing to remove carbon dioxide content. This process produces clean biogas. In power plant generation, the methane gas has been cleaned then sent to boiler to produce heat energy, which drives the turbine. The turbine produces a rotating motion, and the kinetic energy from the turbine is converted into electrical energy by an electric generator. The final electricity production is around 24,000 kWh a day.
Yep, economics analysis. The first one we wanna talk about is the business model. To run this project, we use BOT business model, build, operate, transfer. The BOT model uses external financing to fund the project. In BOT-based project, a third party receives a concession to build and operate a biogas project. Under this scheme, a third party develops and operates a biogas project throughout the agreed concession period, generally 10 to 15 years. At the end of the agreement period, the third party transfers the operations and ownership of the plant. The advantage of using the BOT scheme is that there is no setback or low possibility of project cancellation. The efficiency and competence of the project developers and the economic interest in the project will result in cost efficiency for the factory at the end of the agreement period. Stakeholder. In this project, there are several stakeholders involved. The first one, project developers. In this case, PT Pertamina. The second one, project sponsors, which provides capital for a minimum of 20 to 35% of the total investment cost. The third is raw material suppliers that produce OPEFB. The fourth is creditor. In this case are banks, which provides credit financing. The last one is the product buyer, which is PLN. Moving on to the financial analysis, the use of biogas generated from OPEFB requires a relatively low cost. The capital required, which is capex here, is 136 billion rupiah, which lower than solar, wind, and geothermal power plant. The project's profit can reach up to 11 million rupiah each year, with IRR greater than interest, and the payback period is 12.32 years. Therefore, we can say that our project is feasible. So by implementing this, these are several environmental impacts. The first one, we will have less industrial waste. The second one, less impact from burn or PAFB waste. The third one, a cleaner energy, because methane gas are cleaner than the results of burning fossil energy. Because methane has a short carbon chain that produces complete combustion results. And the last one, reduce CO2 emissions up to 80% by biogas power plants.
The social impact. The social impact of our project is, first of all, we can create new jobs. Second of all, we can create more opportunity to educate the common people. Third of all, we can maintain daily food and consumer goods of the supply chain. Fourthly, we can provide electricity for our society, including the indigenous people. And finally, we can support the digital economy. The conclusion of the project is we can generate electricity up to 7 million kilowatt each year, and it is compatible with the current Indonesia technology readiness. It is economically feasible. It is safe for our people because it's not toxic. It solves the industrial waste problem. It produces 3 million biogas per 3 million cubic meter biogas per year without CO and CO2, and it has a positive impact for the society from a biogas. So in conclusion, this project is ready and it is in line with the Pertamina project plan.
Let's create a clean energy future for our country and our future. Thank you for your attention. May all this we have shared be beneficial for us. From me, Demi Progress Trisakti would say thank you.